Today we're having a conversation with MAF Teeski. Getting into some real Chicago lore right here. So this is interesting though, because you've been around for a minute, but now it's kind of like you're having a whole little career resurgence right now.
Yeah.
So how you feeling right now? You feeling good? It's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to only be new one time.
Yeah. I feel great, my son. I do feel like I got recreated. Show like I'm on some old different, like mind-wise, all type of shit. I come different. Come trim with everything I do. I've been like that though, I had a little run. I feel like my first run, my behavior wasn't on shit. Like it wasn't shit. I went to prison, all type of shit, off of like a lot of like fame and views and like let get to my head. I was a kid. I was like 18. Feel me? My first song ever that did like 400,000, like 300, 400,000. It's called Dirty Cup. Like it went viral around the city. It just never got out the city.
Right. It's interesting though, because like I got hit up by one of my loyal A&R homies, my boy Eli. Excellent A&R.
My boy.
Very trustworthy guy. Great man to know. And he hit me up. He sends me a name. He's like, I got this artist. I want you to interview him. And so I'm checking it out, but I'm thinking it's going to be like some new kid that just came out or whatever, because normally when he signs an artist, they're kind of like just coming up. And then we start digging into it, and I'm like, oh, he had a Zach TV interview. So he had a whole career arc before this current arc that he's on right now.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Zach TV on that. I seen this ass in the shoe store like that day.
Really?
Yeah, like random as hell, man. Me and Foden, we had to do like a little party on her. Like we was in school and shit, we was on break and shit. We was dry as hell. We was all in the group chat. It was like 15 us and that, and we just was like MAF. It was the whole MAF and that, like that's before school gang. Like I'm MAF school gang, so like
okay.
Like basically when you just
SCOOM.
Yeah.
For the people out there.
SCOOM.
I'm reading it off his chain.
Sure.
You guys probably can't see it.
MAF.
Well, break it down, because some people don't know what MAF even stand for.
MAF stand for money and family. That's based off of like loyalty, love, and like freedom, like being who you want to be. Like no matter what you is, in Iraq, it's a bunch of like GDs, BDs, Stones, whatever the fuck you is, like whatever the fuck you from, And like some people forced to be because that's what their hood is in Iraq, Like it's basically like you born in something. Like you ever heard the saying like you born in some shit. Like you just come from that shit. Like so you feel family BDs or like grew up in O Block or in the O or something. You a BD, like you forced to be that. Basically,
Yeah.
So like with my shit.
If you make your decision about what gang you're gonna join as an adult, they'll clown you for that. You join a gang at 25, they're gonna roast your ass for it. Seen it happen before.
Yeah.
So it's like you need to choose your gang as a small child, or else it won't be respected, which is kind of an odd concept.
Yeah. In Iraq, that's big as hell, though.
LA too, yeah.
So when you was doing the Zach TV, that was MAF. That was MAF.
Yeah, that was my MAF stage. Like, MAF, it wasn't no rappers out there. It's all members, Like, all members. Like, ain't no rapper. I was the first rapper, like, out of the crowd.
Dirty Cup wasn't even out yet.
No.
So y'all was just doing Zach TVs just off the strength.
Yeah.
How that even,
We seen his ass in the store that day on Craig. We was all like, I finna throw some shit. It was on break. It was a Thursday, and we did all this shit one day. Mind you, we did this one day. Thursday, we instantly, everybody put on their page. This when Twitter was hot and shit, like, back then, like a month. I don't get on Twitter like that.
Nobody does.
But
it's totally different now.
Yeah, it's like
a lot of death. You can watch people die on there all day. It's strange.
Yeah. But yeah, though, we seen his ass in the store. We was all getting fly for that. Basically, we all popped out early morning the next day, Friday and shit. We went to the stores and shit. We seen them like in DTLR. We was all getting kicks. It was like 4. We was 2 cars deep. It was like 4 in each car. Deep as hell. We be deep as hell, like, growing up. Like, all us, we built off like United and shit. Like everybody from a different, like what I just told you, like how it's like when you grow up, you gotta be what you is. Like whoever, like what we were just talking about, like everybody from a different set, like with MAF, Like I'm from Rose and like in the hundreds, and then we got members like you would catch from out west, or you would catch like we got members from like all over the city, like different parts of the city, and like we moved to the Birds basically.
So that's where the MF video was shot. That was in the Burbs.
Yeah.
What burg was it?
South suburbs, like Markham, Country Club Hills, you know, Hazelcrest and shit. Like you gonna have a lot of trying to clown that, like from the rack. Them goofies, like you know, they goofies. They don't know shit. Like all the South suburbs, they just like motherfuckers that moved from the city to the Birds because they OGs scared for their kids' lives and shit. Like growing up and shit. So you know, like the hundreds and like low end and shit, like all that shit, Inglewood and shit, that shit on like low end and like all type of shit. You know, y'all interview hella artists from the rack, so they tell y'all where they from, like, you know, and they tell y'all what area it's in, you know. So in the Birds, I moved to the Birds in 8th grade. My OG moved me out the hood in 8th grade, you know. Like my OG, she from 105th and Wentworth, and my daddy from 101st and Perry, so it's like this side of Wentworth being toured with this side of Wentworth, you feel me?
How come your parents wanted to get out of there?
My daddy's ass be in jail and shit a lot, back and forth. Well, I love to my daddy, though. I'm named after him and shit, you know? Like, but my mama it was my mama's choice. My OG, I went to the feds and type of shit when I was a shorty. And I was like, with my auntie, closest here to my daddy's side. My mama adopted, so I don't really, like, no.
Hating on someone for moving to a nicer area is also some backwards ass shit, because literally every successful rapper from LA, from Chicago, whatever, you only need to get a little bit of fame and popularity for that to be the first thing you start thinking is, well, how do I get out the way where I'm not going to be as much of a target for and I'll be able to go to Starbucks and not be watching my back and shit like that, you know? So that's some like high school ass to be hating on somebody for, don't you think?
Hell yeah.
Especially when you're a kid, you don't control where you live when you're in 8th grade.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like my OG went to the feds in like my 6th grade year, and I was with my auntie and she lived on 101st and Perry. That's my daddy's sister, you know. And I used to be out late as hell before them. Like, you know, this the hood I'm from. I'm from Rose, and I'm from like, you know, like people try to clown me and say all type of bad shit, try to because of the Bird. Like I just said, that was my sophomore year. Zach TV video was my sophomore year. You feel me? MAF got made like my 8th grade year going to freshman year. You know, badass kids just trying to just do shit. And we all from our different sets or whatever, however it go. And we liked each other. Like we just like hanging with each other. This one crowd, you know. And we just gave ourselves a name because we was getting older. Feel me? And shit like that. And then you know it was new recruits. Like, you know, because they seen how thorough we was, you know. It was like 4 us, 5 of us at first. And, you know, like, I was kind of a newcomer. Like, I wasn't there when it first started, you know. And then the school gang, that's all right now. Like, that's me right here, right now.
But before we get to the school gang, so who created the MAF? Like, who out there was like, we gonna call ourselves?
My shorty Crip, my shorty Jew Money, like that. My other homie G-Wayne and shit, you know. G-Wayne and Crip, blood brothers, and like, them my dogs, you feel me? And then Jew Money, he was the homie that played sports and shit, so he went to college and shit. Like, he lived out of town and shit. Us graduating, I dropped off, you feel me?
Anybody from MAF started rapping, like, after the fact?
Me.
You the only one?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Yeah.
I'll pick up for it. And after that, we was known as hell, man, I ain't gonna lie. We came up getting money. We was getting money, all that MAF shit. Getting money, you seem to go back to the vault, you would see money in that. We were shorties. I was a kid, like.
How are you getting money?
Shit. A lot of shit.
Why people always laugh at me when I ask that?
Getting money all type of ways, though. If you from the rack, though, you gonna get it how you live, you know? You gonna chase the how you want. You gonna be broke.
I hear, all right, so with Chicago, a lot of people don't be trapping. They said the trapping usually on the west side or something like that.
Hell no, they lying.
So everybody trapping around that money.
But out west, they should be booming, though. Like, you know, it's different, so.
Yeah.
Like, out west, that shit like a whole nother world to me. But I out west, dude. Like, my security, like, Rich, that's my boy. Like, he from out west. That's my dog. Like, you know, like, he a foe. He even a foe. I don't with foes, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like their ass. Like, you know?
But
like,
he passes the test?
Yeah.
Okay.
He protect me. You know? He'll protect me from a foe. You know? If some Listen.
Maybe an op can protect you better than anyone else.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. That's my dog.
Trying to help you out.
He ain't no op. See, I'm from out south. He from out west. I don't know about nothing they got going on. When I meet you, when I met him, I don't know him. He don't know me. He only knew me off music, you know? Like, I don't people that, for real. I don't mix streets with my music, for real, you know? I love to out my music, for real. I heard of my music, so I don't merge the streets with that, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to beat the streets. I beat that though on create. Like, I beat that. I'm still a rookie. I'm still a rookie though, you know, in the industry though. But I'm in this